Hey guys, what is up? So this is the life of a mama, but I'm trying to do a video, so let's go for it. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about in this video is how to push through your fears, right? How to move through your fears, because in the last video we talked about how usually right before there's a breakthrough, there's usually a breakdown. And that when we are at an edge, that is a time when we find ourselves the most in fear and self-doubt, and it is a place that a lot of us allow ourselves to kind of get stuck in. So how do we move through our fears when they come up? Well, the one thing that we need to do is we need to realize that whatever we resist persists. That is the law of non-resistance. So a lot of us try to resist and ignore and push down what we fear the same way that we do with our negative emotions. So instead, what I want you to do is I want you to invite your fears in. I want you to slow down enough to really listen to them, to give them a voice, because your fears are just a frightened aspect of your personality that are coming up during this breakthrough moment to give you an opportunity to integrate them, right? So how do you do that? You take out a piece of paper and you start to write down all of the things that you fear, right? Listen to your body, find some alone time, and start to list out all of the fears that are coming up about whatever situation you find yourself in. And then as you list all of these things out, I want you to then go list sentence by sentence, like fear by fear. And I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to ask yourself, what would I have to believe right now to feel afraid of this thing? So what would I have to believe in to feel afraid of this right now? Usually when you ask yourself that question, what's going to happen is that the belief that's actually generating that fear is going to come up to the surface, and it's going to give you an opportunity to acknowledge the belief, because remember that whatever we can't own, we can't change. So by asking yourself that question, you're giving yourself an opportunity to really discover what is the belief behind the fear. And then what you can do is you can either try to turn the fear around by finding proof in your reality, in your current reality, or using your past experiences and past data to disprove that belief as to why that isn't true, right? And then the other thing you can do is you can just decide what belief you want to replace this belief with. And one of the things that we need to realize is that when we're replacing beliefs, when we're using affirmations, we need to check in with our body to really believe, to really see if we are buying into it, if we can really buy into this new belief. So write down what you would prefer to believe in, but then check in with your body and see how that feels. And if it feels good, if you can really feel like, shit, yeah, I can buy into this, then good, then lock it in. If not, you got to change it and keep trying until something clicks in your body and you're like, I can buy into this. Because when most people are like, especially when, for an example, they're doing affirmations and they're trying to manifest money or something, it's like, I'm rich. But then inside, when they're saying that, they're like, no, you're not, bitch. I don't feel rich. Well, that's actually doing the opposite effect. You want to find something that's going to click. So, for example, when I was stuck in a lot of fear when it came to doing my coaching and my business and trying to see, like, can I really do this? I had a lot of fears because I had been gone from social media for a long time. When I got back on, I just saw, like, everybody was a coach. And for me, I had this belief where it's like, there's not enough room for me. There's too much competition and everyone's a coach. So what did I do? I started writing down all my fears. And when I came across that fear that said, like, there's too many coaches out there and I can't be a coach, I found this one belief that I decided to replace it with. And I told myself, well, wait, there is a lot of coaches out there. That is true. But is everyone really a good coach? No. So there are a lot of coaches out there, but not everyone's a good coach. And I am one of those good coaches. So for me at that time, I was able to buy into that belief, because when I checked in with my body with that new belief, like, everybody, yeah, there's a lot of coaches out there, but not everyone's a good coach, and I'm a good coach. That felt good in my body. It clicked. I was like, yeah, I can buy into that. And so when I was able to then replace that belief with this new one, and it clicked in my body, I was able to break through and have enough momentum to actually take action in my business. And the minute that I changed that belief, my business started taking off. Clients started coming in, and now I have a very successful coaching business for where I'm at and for what I wanted, right? So that is what it is. It's looking at your fears and not running away